The Atlantic Ocean holds many secrets, but none as chilling as what happened 20 miles off the coast of Nigeria. A story of a man who lived where oxygen died. Harrison Okene was a 29-year-old cook on the tugboat Sunken 4. A man of simple dreams and deep faith, preparing for just another routine shift. It was 4:30 a.m. The world was silent. The crew was mostly asleep, dreaming of home, unaware that a monster was rising from the waves. A massive rogue wave slammed into the side of the Sunken 4. The impact was like a bomb. The tugboat flipped upside down in seconds. Gravity disappeared. Harrison was thrown into the bathroom. He felt the ship sinking deeper and deeper into the freezing Atlantic abyss. 100 feet below, the ship hit the bottom. Harrison found a small cabin with a tiny air pocket. It was his only chance to stay alive. He called out for his friends, but the only response was the groaning of the ship's hull and the cold, dark silence of the ocean. The water was freezing. Hypothermia began to set in. Harrison knew he had to keep his body moving or his heart would simply stop. Day 1 passed in total darkness. No food, no water. Only the sound of the ocean pressing against the walls of his tiny prison. He heard splashes. Sharks and sea creatures were entering the ship through broken windows. He could feel them moving in the water around him. With no hope left, Harrison turned to his faith. He began to pray, making peace with God, preparing himself for the inevitable end. As the hours turned into days, the carbon dioxide levels rose. Every breath became a struggle. The air pocket was slowly vanishing. Above the surface, the rescue team had given up on finding survivors. They prepared for a recovery mission, bringing back bodies for the families. No one expected a miracle. Diver Nico van Heerden began his descent, 100 feet down into the freezing graveyard. He moved through the silt and the darkness, guided only by his flashlight. The ship was upside down. Furniture was on the ceiling. Doors were on the floor. Nico swam through the narrow hallways, his bubbles the only sound in the deep. Nico saw a hand floating in the water. He reached out to move it, thinking it was a victim. But suddenly, the hand squeezed his wrist. The dead had come to life.
Did you hear that?
The diver's voice crackled through the radio. "He's alive! I found a survivor!" The surface team went silent in disbelief. A man had survived 60 hours in a tomb. Harrison was weak and terrified. The diver fitted him with a mask, giving him pure oxygen for the first time in 3 days. The cold water was still their enemy. They couldn't just swim to the surface. The pressure would kill him. They had to guide him through the maze of the ship to a specialized diving bell. As the bell rose, Harrison's body began to react to the changing pressure. Every foot was a gamble. Above, medical teams prepared for a critical patient. Harrison was transferred directly into a decompression chamber. He had to stay there for another 60 hours. His body was a prisoner of the atmosphere. When he finally stepped out into the Nigerian sun, he wasn't just a cook anymore. He was a symbol of hope. He had seen the darkness and returned. Today, Harrison Okene is a professional diver himself. He conquered his fear by returning to the very ocean that tried to claim him. He lives with a new purpose. Harrison's story tells us that even in the deepest, darkest moments, a miracle is possible. Keep breathing, Keep believing.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon to never miss the truth.